Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. I recorded about 30% of an episode with my microphone muted, so I am excited to get into the swing of things here. Now, on that episode, you might consider that hilarious and maybe also bad. Maybe you're mad at me. Not as mad as I could possibly be at myself for that mistake, I promise you that. On that run, by the third floor, Caves Part 1, I had Mom's Knife, the Pact, and also a surprising amount of HP through some very fortuitous boss rooms and deals with the devil. So essentially, I saved you from seeing a run that was a guaranteed victory. So don't worry too much about it. On this run, as you can see, Monster Manuel and Mom's Pad have already showed up, which means inevitably this is going to be an HP downgrade. Oh, close enough. And this is going to be one hell of a run. I think the game is like, well, you quit and restarted in the middle of a great run, so I'm going to make you suck now. Well, the good news about what's happening on this run so far, despite the fact that we've gotten 2 awful spacebar items and one of the most deleterious pills that could possibly be in our rotation, maybe even worse than an HP downgrade, depending on, you know, how the items actually shake out. The silver lining of what we've got going on right now is that I theoretically should get another reroll here, which may, if the boss room item is great, or at least passable, give me a good excuse to reroll Mom's Pad and possibly take something excellent away from this floor. The first floor very, very rarely seals your fate for either success or defeat, but it extremely rarely, or only extremely rarely, seals your fate for defeat in particular. Because, you know, you could always get a Mom's Knife on a reroll or just randomly from that first item room, and then your run is basically set for you, right? You're getting carried. Or you could find an epic fetus or a different fetus item inside of the secret room, and that would help you out a great deal as well. But very rare for you to lose a run based on what happens on the first floor. You know that I'm not excited to pick up Pageant Boy. Let's just let it go. There is a curse room. I'm going to check it out. The curse room contains Guppy's head. And now I'm thinking we reroll Guppy's head instead. And my reasoning for this is that we could get something great. And there it is right there. Okay, so this was still the right decision, but even if that had been a spacebar item that I didn't want to take, I would have been okay with it. And my reasoning behind that is that I'm just going to go for the Tinted Rock here, not get too cute about it. Curved Horn is a great trinket also. My reasoning is that, you know, if it's a shitty item, at least we've taken another shitty item out of the deal with the devil pool, which is important because we're really, you know, like our strategy for this game relies quite heavily, actually, in fact, on getting a deal with the devil on floor 2. So hopefully that'll allow us to solve our tier problems. We might as well check out this quickly. Harlequin Baby's not worth picking up yet, but we may pick it up a little bit later if rerolls are not really working out in our favor. So our damage still sucks, but we are fighting, you know, probably the boss. I would rather be fighting Famine. I'll admit, I take damage against Famine more frequently, but the fight's a little bit more straightforward and you don't have to worry about dodging as much, I think. But I'm very happy to be fighting Pin instead of, like, you know, Larry Jr., where I'm even more likely to take damage. Or even, you know, like a big Duke of Flies could be problematic, given that my rate of fire and damage are relatively low. But again, that's what we're looking to take care of right off the bat here. I very nearly dodged into that, which would have been disappointing. And you're dead. We get a speed upgrade, and our deal with the devil is Mom's Knife, Guppy's Tail. Well, I have to take Guppy's Tail, because we're already 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy at that point. And we can't pick this up anyway, as much as I would love to, and believe you me, I would love to. What might get lucky is if we walk out, maybe the deal with the devil's still there. It is. Then we reroll this into Squeezy. It didn't work, but we got the HP upgrade. Then we could have taken Mom's Knife. Oh well, so be it. That's still very good. So we got our HP back. Effectively, we picked up an item that's actually going to be bad for us for now, but it gives us such a good chance to become Guppy later, especially with the curse room, you know, existing right here, that it seemed like a smart pickup for me. It hasn't, you know, helped us out right away. If we get, you know, a surplus of keys over the course of this run, Guppy's Tail actually can be very helpful. Come on. Come on. Oh, well, we got a Spirit Heart for that anyway. We will be taking Harlequin Baby as well. Fortunately, unfortunately. Come on, work with me here. Work with me here. But yeah, I did it all for the Guppy. Come on, the Guppy. So you can take that Keroppi and stick it up your... Yeah, you know the deal. We haven't had really the greatest item so far, but we have a little bit of latent potential waiting for us. And, you know, of course, when I say we haven't had the greatest item so far, do keep in mind that we have also had Spirit of the Night, which is, it's excellent. I'm using Harlequin Baby to actually shoot the poop because it goes a little bit faster that way. So, Thank you, Harlequin baby, for at least that. Even if nothing else, you know, even if you don't do very much damage to bosses, you're my little poop monster here. Okay, no keys, no bombs, decent amount of money, ability to fly, spectral tears, lowered spectral tears, but spectral tears nonetheless, and most importantly, 2/3 of a guppiness here. Now we have Brother Bobby. Brother Bobby's all right. A lot of people think Brother Bobby's super shitty. You know, you're never gonna win a run and say, thank God I had Brother Bobby, but I don't think he's that bad. But we do have a chance to re-roll it, so we're going to, because we might not get to open anything else up on this floor, and the tarot card's not really what I'm looking for, but if you have to re-roll something, it's always best to re-roll something that can actually give you a consumable out of it as well, you know? Like a, well, like tarot cards or like the bottle of pills, etc., etc. Wheel of Fortune, you know, not really the tarot card that you want to get out of that situation, but so be it. What else do we have going on here? We have a mob trap room. We have a library. We've had a lot of libraries so far, in fact. Haven't really been able to open them due to our key situation. I don't really want to deal with the mob trap room, but I will. And I'm glad I did now, because it looks like we might actually be able to get enough to make the shop worthwhile on this floor. Probably a case to be made for going to town on the library, but I don't like doing that. You know, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, right? And the library is very much 2 in the bush, whereas that item room is 1 potentially in the hand, which completely flies in the face of that idiom to begin with, but whatever. So you're gonna die, and then we get the floating heads where... Oh, no, we get the turrets. Wow, that was extraordinarily mishandled by yours truly. I took like 3 hits there in very quick succession, and this should be an extremely easy part of this room. That is totally my bad. Alright, well, if you're gonna stay down, do it this way. Still want to get that deal with the devil, so all we really need to do is not take damage. Maggie's Faith is something I wanted to talk about. We're probably going to stick with the curved horn for now, and we may stick with the curved horn overall. Thought about opening it, but we really should go to the shop. We might stick with the curved horn overall, but if I'm going to take Maggie's Faith, we might as well wait till the end of the floor to take it, right? Now, no matter what we have in the shop, because of our financial situation right now, I think it's best to re-roll the item room. And hopefully, you know, the shop has a higher percentage chance of just being a half-decent item to begin with, I think. Yeah, okay, you know, Skinny Hot Mushroom is very good. That nullifies the Tears downgrade we picked up earlier. Lovely. That extra key I'm actually going to use on this golden chest rather than the library, much to the chagrin of a lot of people, I'm sure. Gives us a range upgrade, which might be another viable reroll target, but it doesn't look like we're going to get another reroll unless we end up fighting Krampus. Oh, come on, just give me a little bit more money here so I can actually make the shop worthwhile. Just enough. A little bit more than just enough, but still. Certainly not doing me too many favors here. So let's check out our shop first, and it looks like we'll probably end up rolling with the range upgrade. Oh, fuck. Well, now we're definitely going to roll with the range upgrade, because if I get a reroll, I'm going to use it on the ladder. Is there a key in there for sale? If there is, I might not even entertain... There's not. I might not even entertain the possibility of fighting Krampus and just buy the key instead, so I don't have to backtrack later. Alright, sort of an important boss fight here. Very much hoping to not take damage, maximize our deal with the devil chances, and hopefully snag some HP from Gertie as well. And if a deal with the devil shows up, what I will probably do, especially if there's an HP upgrade from Gertie, don't take that HP just on the off chance that one of the deal with the devil items is 9 lives, which would thereby allow me to pick that up, you know, go down to 1 heart, and then get HP back by coming back into the Gertie room. This fight's very easy so far. You know, fuck Maggie's Faith. I think it's better to stick with the 1 damage upgrade from the curved horn. As good as Maggie's Faith is... Wow. Wow, that's really good. As good as Maggie's Faith is, I would rather have the damage for now. But shit, we could double our HP. But... no, it'll stop us from playing blood banks. We'll probably lose the Eternal Hearts anyway because we don't have Spirit Hearts backing us. Yeah, I think we just go instead. Alright. Not ideal, but what's done is done. We're on the Catacombs, and I'm hoping for a better shop this time, but there is also, of course, the very real chance that we run into greed. No, can't do anything there. Keys would, like, sincerely make my life a lot happier right now. So far, we haven't really run into any, or many. I did open a golden chest on the last floor. In my defense, it paid out. It gave us a range upgrade. It's not, you know, nothing to write home to mom about, but it's okay. I would say our deal with the devil chances just took a pretty major hit there, but financially, we've never been better. And please, just keys. No, okay. Well, we're gonna figure out like the whole spine of this level, and then we'll start looking for terminals. Starting to feel a little bit concerned about health, but you know, 2 red hearts is still kind of a lot for now. And there is a boss trap room anyway, so maybe what we might like to do is, well, you know, we'll fight the boss, because it's possible that there will be an arcade on this floor, which would make things easier for us. Please don't be Mask of Infamy. Ah, you know, the Fallen puts us in a very interesting situation here. Especially if we get Fallen and deal with the devil, which is a pretty unlikely turn of events. But it can happen, because this gives us our best chance ever, by far, to become Guppy. Not ever, like, in the whole entire history of my Binding of Isaac series, but ever over the course of this run, for sure. That's not a Guppy item, that's the Parasite. So we come in here. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Give me a Guppy item. There we go, 9 lives. We're taking it. Now we're Guppy. We got the Parasite as well. Is the Parasite good? Not really, but it's okay. And there's not HP in there, which is really sad. But now that we've become Guppy and our damage is really good, I feel great. We have 9 lives, so even if our HP situation doesn't get sorted out right away, eventually it will, and this is a powerful run here. And all of a sudden, taking that Guppy's tail earlier, you know, I'm a little vindicated for that, even though it hadn't really worked out well for us at all, except for giving us, you know, 1 range upgrade, maybe, prior to that point. I'm not gonna check and see if the secret room is there yet, just because I'd rather have a reroll available, and we can use that reroll on the item room once we get there. And there's another key, so that hopefully will allow us access to the shop as well, which will hopefully give us a map and or compass, or shit, man, I'd probably take like a Book of Revelations at this point, because survivability is the only thing that matters. We're gonna go shop before we go to the item room. I think we're probably gonna run into greed. That might be okay though, because we can get Steam Sale and re-roll it. No, okay. Well, it's time to put my money where my mouth is, isn't it? Are we gonna go Book of Revelations? No, we're not. So we're gonna buy this key. We're gonna buy Book of Revelations, take the Spirit Heart, re-roll it. There's a little bit of a high-risk maneuver. Blue Candle is a lovely, majestic item that I could take, and the damage from it would be incredible, but our damage is already incredible. I am gonna regret this if we don't manage to get another reroll, which is looking kind of likely right now. I'm looking kind of dumb with my finger and my thumb in the shape of an L on my forehead. Oh, no deal with the devil. Okay. Well, I paid 15 cents for a Spirit Heart and to take 2 items out of the rotation. Is that good? Not really. Free Brother Bobby for half a Spirit Heart. Well, it's not free if it costs something, I guess, but that's still a pretty good deal, I'd say. Let's check for secret room possibilities. We've already looked here. Well, you know what? We'll save bombs. We'll check out our item room. And I do still want to go to that boss trap room, because the pills might be amazing. Might as well give it a shot. A speed upgrade. Can't re-roll it anyway. Might as well just be happy with what we got. So, HP is obviously our number 1 most important thing. Oh, you know what? We are going to get another reroll. I'm kind of an idiot, because we will have the reroll from this. Okay. So don't get caught here, and you'll be fine. I mean, our damage is out of control. It's just our HP that sucks, but our damage is incredible, especially with Skinny Odd Mushroom causing us to shoot so much and generate so many flies. Okay, first things first. Okay, second things second. I don't really want telepills, but we can, you know, conveniently come back here and reroll Blue Candle at least into the compass, into the map, into the wild, starring Emil Hirsch, into Notched Axe. So we basically paid 7 cents an item to take some items that we don't want out of the pool. It's better than it used to be, but it's still not very good. But we do have half a Spirit Heart to our name as well. Not quite highway robbery, maybe. And we got an HP upgrade, so disregard that. This is amazing. Wheel of Fortune we won't take. We'll take telepills instead for the possibility of getting a deal with the devil after the mom fight. Down to the next floor. I know we could replenish our HP. We're going to replenish it anyway. I wouldn't sweat it too much. Depths Part 1 is amazing. So I think this is a very good time to take some stock on this run, because we did improve ourselves very drastically on that last floor. What awaits us on this run? Probably glory. You know, we're extraordinarily powerful considering how early on in the game we are. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to open this shop. I imagine we're fighting greed anyway. No? The map's for sale. All right, now we know to focus on getting some money. Yeah, I fully expect that we're going to win this run, but there are some obvious opportunities for loss. Serious lack of HP is problematic. It's an issue. apart from that, there's not really too much that can stop us. Wow. Okay, so we're extraordinarily lucky. We should point that out, you know, first off. I am probably having one of the best pill rotations I've ever seen. And more Spirit Hearts, also great. Blood Rights is fairly awful. So we'll reroll that into... I'll take Celtic Cross. There's a lot of reasons I'm taking Celtic Cross. The big one is that it's pretty good and I'm lazy. So, our money situation, nothing to sneeze at either. Getting some more nickels here. Rusted Key is terrible. And if we get one more item from the shop, because, well, let's assume we get the map. If we get one more item from the shop after that, I would love for it to actually be, well, not only the compass, of course, but I would love for it to be Mom's Purse so we could actually take the Curved Torn with us. And that is 2 cents away now from being able to buy something from the shop. Wow, we've had an awful lot of Tinted Rocks. I don't even think we've had the small rock show up yet, so I would welcome that. You know what? Let's open this. I was hoping we get bombs, but getting a key out of it means we can now buy the map as well, and yada yada. We'll go back to that later. For now, let's just move along. Now I'm starting to get a little cocky, and I think that's justifiable, because, well, look at the run right now. It's shaping up to be pretty good, isn't it? That's even more money, now to the point where another shop would be worthwhile if we don't end up fighting Greed, which we probably will, but keep in mind that even if we do fight Greed, we still have a pretty real chance of, you know, getting Steam Sale and then re-rolling it into something more immediately useful for us. Anyway, this is, it's a good run, and I put myself slightly in harm's way to make it happen, but mostly I'm gonna chalk this one up to great RNG. So, we got a key out of that, which I'm actually very excited about because I've used a lot. Don't take the tick. I don't want that tarot card that badly. I fucking hate when Demon Judgment does this bullshit. If we took the tick, we could spider mod ourselves so that we have Mom's Purse, but I don't know. I'd rather just not do that because it seems a little scummy. It's not really scummy, but it's scummy. Like, it's not scummy if I accidentally pick up the tick. But if I know that the chance to pick up the tick exists, and I'm like, well, it would still be better for me to do this. So that seems a little scummy to me. So Hanged Man we can just take because it's garbage and, you know, get it out of here. We will probably go back and play that Demon Judgment some more. I just wanted to, you know, knock out our boss fight here as soon as possible. We'll open it. I'm being a little bit more aggressive with this lately. Mostly because even if we don't have keys, our item from a damage standpoint, or items from a damage standpoint are incredible right now, as you are seeing by the fact that we're dismantling Monstro 2 in like half a second here. So this time there's no incentive to not take HP. Yeah. So you might be saying, you know, take Guppy's Paw, but I only really get 6 Spirit Hearts out of it. Actually, in fact, I only get 3 Spirit Hearts out of it. But what I could do... yeah, I could. Let's be risky. We're gonna take Guppy's Paw, become permanently Spirit Hearted, and then we'll re-roll it. And we got Sister Maggie out of it, so it's not really a great payout, but so be it. We will still go buy the map. So that's, you know, I did it for fun, but also... to be a little risky, to be a little fun, you know. We still don't have any way of generating Spirit Hearts, which is dangerous, but not really that big of a deal in the whole scheme of things. And we'll buy the map. The map will allow us to find secret rooms, which is right here. And we'll see what we get. Oh, then, well, we should have known that we weren't going to fight Greed. And that is enough money to make the shop on the next floor worthwhile if we don't fight Greed, which I still think is pretty likely, even though we just fought Super Greed. But anyway... This is, it's a wild run right now. Now I would really love the compass. Permanent Polaroid invincibility is going to be great. We've got everything. We can fly, we're Guppy, great damage, good assortment of familiars here, and, you know, fairly decent HP, if I'm being honest, as well. But really, the star of the show is definitely our damage, and having permanent Polaroid invincibility isn't going to hurt either. So it's been a little bit of an aggressive run, but it's because the game has given me the opportunity to be aggressive. So, you know, I take some credit, the game gets the rest, as far as I'm concerned. And that's our shop. So I am looking for keys in all the wrong places, apparently. And so many shots on the screen that it's actually difficult for me to tell what's going on to some extent. We should be able... to get some good stuff here. We can't bomb our way into any special rooms, so we're kind of just, you know... Oh, almost terrible damage there. We're kind of just treading water until I can get some keys and make something good happen as a result of that. Maybe we'll fight Greed in here again. No, we actually just got a staggering amount of money instead. That's okay too. I love that we do so much damage because like these guys don't stand a fucking chance. It just feels great because normally they can be kind of annoying by this point of the game. I didn't even notice that we were on Necropolis, by the way. What's this? We don't know. Bombs are key? Balls of steel. Holy shit, that's useful. Okay, I was really hoping we would get a key out of that, but on the bright side, we are, you know, tearing through this floor extraordinarily quickly. Wow, and we found the second secret room by accident. I actually don't want it to be an Eternal Heart for once. And, of course, it is. We could go lose that on the blood bank, except, oh, wait, I blew it up. Alright, well, let's keep on moving, shall we? We have, 6 or 7 rooms left to get a key, and we are going to teleport out of the mom fight for the possibility of getting a deal with the devil, even though we don't really have any HP to trade for a deal with the devil, so who knows? More bombs? I'm happy to have bombs, don't get me wrong. I guess we'll check out our curse room as well. It's possible we'll just, you know, remove all of the items from the deal with the devil pool, apparently. No, it's just more flies. But flies are pretty good for me. Oh, man, we totally, if we can actually get into our shop should have an item, because Ultra Pride means we already have a mini-boss on this one. So, we keep on moving here. Oh, careful about that. And really, at this point, I want to stack up damage, not out of necessity's sake, or sake, I should say, but just for, like, comedy's sake. Because we have a stupidly, like, exceptional run right now. Keys, please? Okay, the opposite. What we can do is maybe get extremely lucky after we kill Mom, which is already, like, 40% away from happening. After we kill Mom, we'll telepills, and we might actually be able... Another Eternal Heart? Are you kidding me? The crate is actually great for us. Do we know... Oh, it's 2 telepills. Well, before we telepills, we have to take the Polaroid. But we could telepills into maybe one of the special rooms. No, but we are going to be able to go to the shop now. And maybe buy a key and an item in there, which would make this floor even better. The crate's already great because it gave us the key in the first place. And the Spirit Heart to help us out. But it could be even better here momentarily. Almost went to the item room by accident, which would have been very stupid. No key, and in fact, the item that's on sale is terrible. But we are going to get 2 Spirit Hearts and a small rock as a result. And then we're going to reroll the Steam sale into the 9-volt, which gives us another reroll. You know, it could have been better. Maybe we'll buy this just in case it's justice. It's not. It's okay, though. Could have gone better, but, you know, we got a damage upgrade and basically 2 HP upgrades from that swing as well. So I'd say that's a pretty good telepills. Now, there is a chance we could telepills, you know, into... and then we got the 9-volt as well, I didn't mention, but that's good, too. There's a chance we could telepills into the item room, but I don't think that's really worthwhile at this point. Rather just take, maybe Wheel of Fortune with me and get me an extra item on the shop. Goodbye, Curved Horn. It's been fun. Oh, Curse of the Labyrinth. Not great. But not awful either, considering how well off we are right now. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Basically, we're set. As long as we don't take a stupid amount of damage, it's almost unfathomable that something will kill us. Well, something won't kill us. We'll get killed by, you know, cumulative damage. That was not good. The boss room definitely cannot be up here. As we've, if not learned, you can just, you know, figure that logic puzzle out for yourself. Check out our secret room quickly. It's money. Bottom left seems somewhat likely, but if I'm being honest, I would have to guess that the boss room is very much up there in the hell that looks like that right side, where even if you had the compass, it's gonna take you a long fucking time to get up there. That is a, like, 20-room trip. Luckily, every room is taking us, like, 4 or 5 seconds, so it shouldn't take us too long to make this progress actually work out for us. But it is kind of annoying. Getting that Spirit Heart is nice, though. I don't know why I'm wasting my time picking up all the money. Seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? That's how they get you, though. And then all of a sudden, you'll be like, hey, here's the game-winning item. Do you have 43 cents? And you'll be like, ah, shit. Should have taken that penny that they left on the Utero XL. So stupid. Anyway, well, there we go. Now it's going to be 44 cents. Obviously, this is not actually going to happen. I'm just having a laugh. Still no keys. Keys have been hard to come by. If there's one thing, I like to make sure that there's one complaint in every run. If there's one thing that I can complain about in this run, where's all the keys at, man? I took Guppy's tail just to become one of the most powerful characters in the game. That's stupid. Why would I ever do that? Anyway, the key is nice. Now that I've complained about it, the game has a tendency to make those complaints heard, you know? Or to hear those complaints, I should say, and then make something happen as a result. So that is probably the fastest I ever would have expected to make it up here, considering how many rooms we had to go through to actually get there. There's like 2 floors worth of rooms, but it's done. And now we are fighting double Loki, which I expect is going to be single Loki in a fraction of a second here. We also found an accidental tinted rock, which just again, it's just my luck here. Really amazing. Well, so be it. We tried to reroll the HP upgrade because we obviously don't want it. And I would say that this is probably a fight where, even though we don't have like piercing shots, we can feel pretty okay saving our bombs for possible use later on. Because we're doing just so much goddamn damage that, you know, even the crowd control sections are going to be very short. Although you can also, as you can see here, find examples of me being an idiot nonetheless. Oh, that was the perfect enemy for you to summon, for me to put you in permanent bomb state. And there we go. All right. So as long as we just hold the button down here, the flies will do what flies do best. And we're going to be onwards and upwards to the cathedral. And if I were a boss, I'm not going to that library. If I were a boss, well, let's put it this way. It doesn't matter if I were a boss, because there is basically only one direction that we can go with to start with here. So it's not like we're going to be cutting minutes off of our time by choosing the right direction. Seconds, maybe. And I would say the chest is fast approaching. And I would say victory on the chest is fast approaching as well. And I can't believe we haven't won yet. Just raises the risk of taking some dumb damage. I'm gonna go down, baby. Low Street in the Range Rover? I don't remember. Come on. Country Grammar, that's a while ago. It's not as memorable as something like the Thong Song, you know? Plus, it's less artistic. The Thong Song was really like the Mona Lisa of the late 90s. Empress. I'm gonna say Wheel of Fortune is better because we can actually use it to get an extra item on the chest. Empress would allow us to do a silly amount of damage, so hopefully we'll get a tarot card like that on the chest that we can use on Blue Baby and just make his life a, you know, a living nightmare. And there you go. Obviously, I'm really hoping that we pick up like a mom's knife or something like that, just because of the damage that we would do at that point would just be absurd, but I'm happy with where we are right now. It's hard to be too salty about it, you know? Sometimes I don't even look at where I am on the map anymore, on the level, and I just kind of wing it and hold the button down, and miraculously enemies seem to die as a result. This was indeed the proper direction. I killed the Eyeless Ooze guy by accident there. Sorry to, you know, give his family that kind of bravado-laden news, but alright, we'll hold the button down and easy run. Very easy run. I mean, we're not done yet, but let's be honest. Isaac's done. The only thing that sucks right now, no orbitals and not enough keys to open up all the chests that we're going to come across, right? So, this is the kind of run that I love, but I actually dislike a little bit for future prospects, because it's going to make me way sloppier on my next Isaac run, because I was like, I didn't pay attention and I did so well. Well, that's, you know, I got carried. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, you know, it's kind of out of my hands for the most part, but what's done is done. And we can open up 2 of these. Rosary, Lard, Wheel of Fortune gets blown up. These are pretty bad. Rosary's not so bad, but I don't really want the Spirit Hearts. I'd rather reroll for the chance to get something hilarious. So, here's how I'm thinking this floor is gonna go. I would like to find the boss, but then still give myself maximum reroll chances to get some funny items, because I really just want to, like, one-shot Blue Baby at this point. We probably won't be able to. Like, our run is way more focused on, you know, doing a high volume of shots as opposed to shots that do a high volume of damage. But still, it's a fun one nonetheless. We'll give it a try. Unless things look very dire with respect to our HP, in which case I'll probably completely forsake that. And that's bad damage to be taking. Don't want to do that. Come on. Flies have a real hard time hitting death. More keys would be nice as well, so we can get 5 rerolls at once. Sacrificial Dagger, Scapular, and Spider Butt. You know, there's something to be said for all those items, but they're not fun right now. Okay, so Daddy Long Legs. I should be able to kill you very easily. Not done yet, huh? There we go. And we did find our boss room. So now I'm eating my words, because I could just go kill the boss right away, but... you know, a dare or a bet is a bet. But I'm gonna completely, you know, revoke that bet if this ends up being another shitty reroll. We'll just go fight the boss, end this charade. And you know what? Number 1 is gonna give us more attack. And we'll take Guardian Angel as well. And that'll do it. We might not get any more keys for the remainder of the run anyway. And we'll beat the boss with Lemon Mishap. Why not at this point? So, just come in there, drop a fat little Lemon Mishap. That still missed you, even though I was standing, like, pretty much right next to him. And we'll just, you know, keep this up here. We stand no chance of dying. It's unfathomable that it would happen. We're just really literally holding the button down and we can't be stopped. I've already been hit 3 times. That might have been 4, actually. That's 4 at least. Fun run. I had a good time with it. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to experience more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.